Hello everyone and welcome back to the Adventures in Collecting YouTube channel, where we take a closer look at the toys we talk about on the show, and today we're diving into a new line. I don't know how deeply I'm going to dive into said new line, but I did attend NJ ToyCon this past weekend and I pulled the trigger on Magnus here. So yeah, Mythic Legions from local New Jersey toy maker Horsemen Studios. You know, what is there to say about this line? If you are not familiar with it as of yet, it's kind of your sword and sorcery line, based on the four horsemen of the apocalypse. So each wave of the Mythic Legions focuses on one of the four horsemen, and then other characters to kind of go along with the wave, including kind of army builders and main characters and the like. So this here is Magnus. He is kind of a golden knight here, hailing from the ancient families who have served the Red Shield. Magnus serves as a loyal and trusted advisor. So honestly, when I was walking by the table, at LegionCon, at ToyCon, it was the first time I've actually seen these in person, and I was blown away by just kind of the paint and the detail, which you'll see, hopefully when we get this guy in the light box in a minute. But I was thinking, of my 1/12 scale toy collection, I don't have just kind of like a knight, a good knight. And I was talking to some of the other fans that were around the table, and just kind of polling and saying if I were to get one figure, that would be it. It'd be one and done, and I'd never get another Mythic Legions figure. Of the ones available, they all said this guy. He does come with a bunch of accessories, which again we'll see shortly. But yeah, the presentation is great. I mean, it reminds me of a NECA style, an older NECA or Mezco style figure, in terms of the presentation and packaging. The folks at Four Horsemen Studios, the sculptors and designers there, they do a lot of work for NECA and Mezco and Super 7, the Ultimates and everything. So a lot of these guys, outside of working for Four Horsemen Studios, they also do that. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get this guy into the light box and take a closer look at the Mythic Legions Magnus from Four Horsemen Studios. All right, here we go. Here we have Magnus out of the package, and first impressions, wow. The paint and detail on this guy are fantastic. I mean, just kind of the little kind of details and everything, which we'll get a closer look at shortly here. But let's talk about accessories. So he does come with a series of adapters for what I am told are wings that plug into his back. I do not have them handy at the moment because I kind of have him kitted out with everything else that he has, but you'll see the hole in his back momentarily. His other accessories, you can see he's holding his axe there. He also comes with this sword that's very scimitar-like, in its shape. But again, really nice sword. Really great deco throughout. There's like some really nice navy blue in the handle there. And what's nice is the blade doesn't really have any kind of bend or flex to it, which means you're not going to have kind of that warped look. So really cool in that regard. His other accessories, so I'm going to remove his helmet here. You get a knight helmet for him, and the enhancement, the decoration on the helmet here, is articulated, so you can move it, you can take it off. I was told when I purchased this that one of the big reasons why so many people are into Mythic Legions is because of the customization and the ability to kind of swap parts, and you'll see how easy it is to kind of take these things on and off, including the arms. So the other accessories, you get a really nice shield here. And the shield, this piece does come off. You get these pauldrons, and the pauldrons also come on and off. They actually come with the figure off. They're in the accessory kit there. And you can decide to display him with one, with both. I kind of like him fully kitted out. You get this this strap, and initially I thought that it was kind of something to go on his side to like hang the axe in, but it seems that the best kind of use of it is to kind of drape it over his shoulder, and if you're kind of careful with it, you can get the handle of the shield back into the loop there. It's a little tight with both of the pauldrons on, so sometimes just simply taking the one pauldron off, getting the shield back in, and then popping the pauldron back on is the easiest way to get the shield back in. Your mileage may vary, I guess, but yeah, so that's the way that it goes with the accessories. As I mentioned, the customization, and you saw with being able to take the pauldron off there, but the entire figure, and I'm going to remove the shield here, the entire figure is really easy to kind of kit bash. So the head comes off super easily, and the knighted head goes on, and then things like it's really simple again, to take something like a pauldron off, and then the arms actually just pop right off. So again, like, you can kind of mix and match and kit bash and kind of customize the character to the look that you want him to have. I'm gonna stick with the so I am finding that when I put the knighted helmet on, it's a little bit tighter, so the neck piece actually comes off with it. It's not a problem. It's definitely supposed to come off. Again, for the ability to kind of kit bash, but I like him with the Magnus head. But again, like, as you can see, there's a lot you can you can do with the figure in terms of kit bashing. In terms of paint and detail, mine has a very slight flake here in the gold paint on the back calf, but otherwise is immaculate. I really like how the armor is not uniform. There are these kind of slashes and dark hits throughout. There's a really great combination of matte and metallic paints being used here to kind of achieve the effect of the golden armor. All the little rivets and grommets are individually painted. There's a nice use of hard and soft plastic, so that way things get out of the way when you try to move them, including the pauldrons, the way that they're kind of on those ports in the back allow them to swivel. So let's talk a little bit about articulation. So in terms of head articulation, you saw that the neck is technically two pieces. So it does turn on that point as well as on the ball, but he can look up really high, and his beard prevents him from looking down, but that's about as far down as he can go. You do have a ball and socket for the diaphragm. We have standard ball joints at the shoulders, single jointed elbows, and again, because he's wearing the amount of armor he's wearing, you have to think about it too in terms of how this character would be able to move in real space, and I think the single jointed elbows are totally accurate there. You do have swivel and pivot at the wrists, and then moving down to the legs, he can kick out, he can kick back, and again, because of the soft rubber here around the waist, it moves out of the way when you want it to. We do have a single jointed knee with is there a swivel hidden in there? No, swivel at the calf. There is also an upper thigh swivel that is really well hidden in the armor there. Really great job. And again, like, look, the paint and detail continues up into like the hips and everything. You can see the chainmail underneath the armor there. We do have single jointed knees, and then we have our standard swivel and pivot at the ankles, the ankle rockers, if you will. So overall, fantastic figure, but let's see how this guy scales with some other figures. So let's go first up. Let's stay in 1/12 scale. So let's do the crossover here with Thor. You know, looks fantastic. You know, they're pretty much the same height. They look good together. So, you know, if you wanted to kind of have, you know, your little crossover there with Thor, that would absolutely work. Now this is the one I was most excited for. The Storm Collectibles skeleton looks fantastic with him. It's the first thing I thought of when I saw this figure, was how cool these two would look battling each other, so pictures to come. And lastly, maybe you're looking for some grunt knight characters to go toe-to-toe with the NECA Kratos here. You know, he is a much taller figure, but honestly, I think you could probably fudge this in photography. Definitely not display, but you know, if you're looking for a knight to kind of do battle against Kratos, I think this would absolutely work. And we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it when we take some photos. So, with that, let's flip this around and let's wrap this up. So there you have it, folks. There is Magnus. As you saw, this is a gorgeous figure with a crazy amount of detail. Really happy that I have this added to my collection. As I said at the top of the video, not sure what my future is going to be with Four Horsemen, you know, Studios figures. They are absolutely stunning. Maybe I'll pick up a goblin or something for this guy to bash with. But as you saw in the video, he scales really well with the Storm Collectibles skeletons, which gives me totally Golden Axe vibes. Yeah, this figure is really cool. Head on over to Four Horsemen Studios on Instagram for more information. They're always releasing new ones. You can visit storehorsemen.com to see if they have any up for pre-order as you're watching this video. At the time of recording this video, they have what they're calling their Poxus Wave is available for pre-order. Or you could visit Chubsy Wubsy. Our friends at chubsywubsy.com, they have some of these in stock as well. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there, so that way you don't miss videos like this where we take deeper dives into the toys that we love. While you're down there, hit that notification bell so that way you get notifications when we post new videos. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the Mythic Legions figures. Are you excited for Cosmic Legions, which is coming up soon? Yeah, let us know. Drop a comment below. And then while you're liking and subscribing to things, make sure you follow us here at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter, where we're constantly posting toy photography, toy news, toy availability, anything and everything that we think would help the community. And last but not least, the podcast. So Adventures in Collecting, you can find us wherever you find podcasts. Simply search for Adventures in Collecting or hit the link in the description below, which will take you to our website, and then you can see all of the things that I just mentioned. Stick around after the fade for some additional photos here of Magnus, and as always, until next time.